Anyone who has worked on or been around the Daikin Fit knows that it is an amazing machine. It is very efficient, it does great dehumidification, and it just works when you want it to in extreme heat. But even the best machines have problems. The outdoor units have issues with communication voltage drops, and the indoor air handlers have problems with really bad Molex plugs inside of the actual airstream where it's nice and wet and they corrode. So I'm going to show you how to fix these communication voltage problems and the air handler corroding plug issue. This is the larger outdoor unit. This is a 3.5 to 5 ton unit. The first thing you want to do is take off that screw and that screw to get to the inside panel. So in here we have the control board. Right now I have the power still on because I want to show you what the bias looks like while the unit has powered up and what the difference is and what you need to look for when you cycle power to this unit after fixing it. So I'm going to take my meter, I'm going to set it to DC. I'm going to come over here to my green plug, which is my communicating in and out 1 and 2. When we put our leads on the green plug between 1 and 2, we should read somewhere around 0.3, 0.4. Anywhere below 0.6 is not where you want to be. Now I'm going to turn the power off so I can change the voltage. Now on the control board we have our green block. Move to the right, we have these dip switches right here. Right now they are both set to on. What you need to do is drop both of those dip switches down. With the outdoor power off, we can actually see that we're reading the inside voltage, which is 0.6, 0.7 volts DC. Now with our disconnect plugged in, our power back on, we're going to recheck this plug. Switch it over to DC. We should see 0.6, 0.7. Good to go. These 1.5 to 3 ton units have the same control board with the DS1. You just need to pop the top in order to get to it. In order to do that, the best thing to use is a Phillips screwdriver. Just go ahead and remove the lid. Once you have the lid removed, it'll give you access to this black cover. Just take this plastic piece off and it'll give you access to the control board with the DS1. With this plastic piece removed, you can actually get to the control board and the DS1 from the top, but I'm going to remove this whole front area to show you exactly where on the board you're trying to get to. Now that we have the cover off, I can show you exactly where DS1. So if you take this plug, follow it up a little bit, you'll find DS1 right there. Take your probes, this nice soft-ish metal, pop those down, you are good to go. Let's power it back up. Set our meter to DC and check 1 and 2. Cross 1 and 2, set the DC. We are at 0.6, 0.7. Good to go. Communicating issue on this unit has been taken care of. Now we can put it back together and then run a run test just to make sure all the communication is correct. Welcome to the inside of a Fit air handler. Wires are connected from the control board to the evaporator coil to control the EEV, a pressure switch, and 2 thermistors. While those components are perfectly fine, and you will find the same thing on every other manufacturer, the Fit unit utilizes plugs between the control board and the components. They might have been put in there to make it easier to replace parts if they went out, but it didn't work that way. The plugs are in a saturated environment, which slowly started adding moisture to the metals and caused them to corrode. All of these corroded components would start failing at the same time, causing a bunch of errors on the thermostat. To solve this issue, we need to pull these plugs out and heat shrink them. The bundle consists of 3 wires on the control board side and 4 wires on the coil side. Cutting them out and butt connecting them is pretty straightforward, but you have to be careful when you work on the thermistor plug. Mixing up the wires will send you into a world of frustration you don't want to be involved in. Use heat shrink butt connectors so you can heat them up and seal the wires forever, making sure water never gets in there to corrode it. Once you've taken care of the connections, just secure the bundle, power it up, and begin the run test. At your thermostat, tap the bars on the top left, then tap Settings. Scroll down until you see Dealer Edit and tap it. Press the info icon on the top right for your code, then type that in and press Done. Select Basic Setup, then System Optimization. The system test will be the first option. Tap it, then tap Run Test. Once the wheel stops, the test is complete. Thank you for checking out the video. Please let me know down in the comments if there's anything I can help you out with, especially with the Daikin Fit or any other units, and y'all have a great day.